Hello, I am Gustavo Solis, and this is my persuasive speech for Communication 2025. How would you feel if you received an email or text message from a professor where all they say is, I need to talk to you about your last project? These types of written messages can be very ambiguous and can cause great misunderstanding in the emotion or tone that the message is trying to convey. Text communications, such as text and emails, is a very easy and time effective way for students and professors to communicate. But this communications comes with some downsides that make misunderstanding likely, which may prevent the intended information to be correctly understood. Geraldine Plurkowski, a retired psychologist, argues in her article in 2024 that messages such as "What are you doing?" or "Sure, I love you" can be expressed in different ways, and if not used correctly, may cause a completely different feeling than the one intended. Although this is not a problem we see in face to face communication, professional communication is transitioning into the digital world, and these text based communications are becoming more common, causing for these errors to be very critical and affecting those who have little to no professional communication experience, especially first generation and ESL students. For this reason, schools should provide programs that teach students better text communication skills by teaching the correct word choice as well as appropriate punctuation that resembles the emotions being expressed. The miscommunications through text are often caused by the lack of word choice, the use of correct grammar that adapts to the situation, which could be solved in college by creating a policy that teaches this to their students. Text miscommunication is a problem in communication that is becoming bigger every day. This problem has reached the college community and has harmed relationships between students, professors, and administrators, and can give students a hard time adjusting to the professional world as well as with understanding the material provided by their professor. A reason this has become a problem is because many students nowadays have grown up using text messages as the main means of communications, which has led them to get overly comfortable when texting other people, including people such as their professor or employers. These students that grow up texting often forget to type with professional use of grammar, including almost never using question marks or exclamation marks. This lack of correct grammar can lead to miscommunication with people such as their professors who have different expectations for academic and related communication. This problem cannot be solved by mandating more in-person communication given our current culture, context, and technological climate. Lerner L., a member of the Department of Analytics in the ISBR Business School, argues in an article published in 2024 that though traditional kinds of communication are still popular, modern communication is more rapid and happens through emails, instant messages, on social media sites, video conference, and other internet features. In his article, he talks about the changes in communication in recent years and the increased reliance on non conventional ways of communicating, such as text based messages. The increase in text message communication, along with the use of abbreviated text, is growing more every day. Further reason universities should focus on implementing programs that teach etiquette to their students. Although there are currently no schools that provide this type of program to form the etiquette of their students, the Arizona State University has implemented this idea into their guidelines. The guidelines focus on making sure the students carry proper communication when using online platforms with professors and other students. In the official website of ASU, it is stated that writing may be the only means of communications you have with classmates and instructors, so it is especially important to do this effectively. Something they recommend doing in order to carry proper communication is to use proper language, grammar, and spelling, be explanatory, and justify your opinions. Although this may be informative, it does not offer the information required for those students who may never have needed to communicate through a professional manner. A program focused on etiquette norms of the academy is crucial for first year college students as they're beginning to navigate the university culture. The way I believe will be the most successful is by providing a short online course that can be completed by the students before the beginning of their first semester of college. This course should be designed to be completed in a short period of time so that it does not conflict with the students' studies. Some of the topics that should be covered will be correct grammar that expresses the right emotions, word choice based on the context of the conversation, and overall respect for others and their emotions. At the end of the short course, students will be required to take an exam. This exam could be formatted similarly to the Netiquette quiz in Prof's Quizzes, a website where professionals create quizzes which are later reviewed for credibility and posted. In this quiz, the creators claim that by taking a quiz, you'll learn how to navigate the digital world with professionalism and courtesy, ensuring your online presence is a positive and impactful. As students complete the short course, their ability to text and send emails in a more appropriate manner would improve, helping especially those students who are first generation and ESL students who may have a harder time adapting to the professional environment communication. Schools need to implement a way of stopping the miscommunication through text-based messages, such as a policy that requires students to take a short etiquette course, which can lead to better communication. This course will be a big step in bettering the communication and relationships between students and their professor, as well as with other students. By taking this course, your professor will now know his his he should word his text as, "Hey, great job on your last project. I would like to talk to you about it."